Hello and welcome back to round 2 back 9 coverage from the Hall of Fame Classic presented by Proactive Sports Disc Golf. We've got a good card here. Cam Todd leading the way at 2 down. Everybody else on the card at 1. Big Sexy commentary here. Nate Sexton and Jeremy Koling.
And James had a great start. It was 3 down through 4 holes. Fantastic way to start the front 9. Finished with a bit of a down note though. Missed the putt on 8 for his birdie and double bogey hole 9. Cam Todd, however, went birdie, shot 2 down the front 9. The other 3 are at 1 under. Back 9 starts off with a par 5.
Yeah, par 5 that really snakes over to the left and hard back to the right. The tee shot super demanding. Probably about a 360-foot tunnel that you need to find the other end of if you want any chance at birdie.
Yeah, if you come up any shorter than 360, then you're not going to be in position to throw your second shot to where you'd like to get for your third. And Cam has beat those trees there at the corner, and he's going to be in position to be able to throw a nicely aggressive second shot.
This looks really good from AJ. Moving left. Does it have the distance? Certainly it does.
Oh, yeah, that's ideal. And he may even have the backdoor roller option to try to play for eagle. The eagle is possible on this hole. 837 feet, but it's pretty open if you get past this initial gap. From here on out, it really is about if you have a 400-foot forehand, you can get aggressive and attack the pin on your second.
Speaking of getting aggressive, oh, it's turning over on him.
And that is his star T-bird that he likes so much, and he is a really, really bad tree kick right at the end. Couple inches the other direction, and he'd be right in the fairway. He's going to have to lean out with some sort of backhand, back to the basket type shot, perhaps.
Yeah, I think he was hoping that wouldn't flip. If that had hyzered, it would have been huge. But that little bit of flip just pushed it too long.
And Cam's got a pretty decent move there, and you can see James is just laying up with a long jump putt. And he is back in the woods there on the right side. That is a huge mistake. He needs to settle the right the ship here, so to speak. And
this is a layup play from MJ. Really well done. He should be able to see the basket from there and have a pretty straight shot for his birdie.
Might even be able to jump putt that. I can't quite tell if he's inside range for that. And let's see what AJ goes with. He's going with just a straight turnover shot from here. And
That's not a great kick. No. It's actually kind of tough over there.
Yeah, if you're short and right, the angle for the approach on that last shot, even though it's not that far, is very difficult.
And James is still a little bit more right than he might want to be. See if he goes maybe forehand or pretty sharp turnover from there.
Yeah, he's pretty good with these little JK AVR shots. And this is a great move there.
Wow.
He's going to be pretty much parked for his par. Had to work hard for it, though.
Yeah, he did.
And Cam, look at this.
Nice shot.
Wow, beautiful throw there. That's going to be a birdie. It's going to be 3 straight for Cam.
AJ.
Lefty forehand. Lefty forehand.
I think he did a lefty forehand roller earlier, and it confused me because I said forehand roller, but then I saw the way it finished, and I thought, did I just miss something?
We just saw a lefty forehand from Birthday Boy. Wow.
I think it might be the second one. I think hole 8, I think he may have gone left-handed forehand as well.
I missed it. Might have been looking down at stats, but wow. And James is connecting his par. I'm still a little bit frazzled by what I just saw.
Yeah.
Pretty incredible to pull that out in the tournament and
really
just commit to that shot. And I came across AJ right after they just had finished this hole yesterday, and he said, wait till you see hole 10, something interesting happens. And I thought that there was going to be either a blow-up or a throw-in. That was not what I was expecting. He didn't hint at anything, so...
he's just birdieing it using his offhand on one of the shots.
And I'm going to give a shout-out to the top 2 players maybe in the world, Paul and Ricky, who both three'd this hole yesterday.
Both of them three'd it.
Both of them got 3s on this hole.
What beasts.
Not sure if they went roller or forehand approaches, but that's a huge eagle.
Paul's been rolling it, from what I've seen. I don't know about Rick. 3 birdies for the group. And here we are, Turkey Gulch. 3 straight par 3s, very short and very treacherous. We've got an OB ditch that's in play on all 3 holes. This one is 240 feet dead straight. But if you go scooting past the pole, or you hit a rock, or you hit the cage, or you hit the chains, or anything like that, you're probably OB.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. And I think that the play we'll probably see all four of these players throw here is just a kind of a flip-up putter shot. And you like to hit just on that side of the ditch and just sit down.
OB.
And I don't think it did. I mean, that was just so close. All I had to do was hit an anthill, and that would have stopped. I mean,
really a pretty fantastic shot, but that's how these holes play.
It can be two things here. It can be Turkey Gulch or it can be Turdy Gulch, depending on how you play it.
That was a nice shot from AJ, able to slow the disc down.
And look at this? I'm just so shocked to see MJ throw that purple banger here.
That's really the spot. If you can land in those rocks, you're doing something right.
Yeah, you're not going to bounce up too much from there and risk rolling OB if you come up just short in that ditch.
This is flying a little bit fast. Well, doesn't matter now. It's hit a tree.
And James is kind of struggling a little bit right now.
Trying to hold on to the lead.
Yeah, he had a pretty sizable lead after those first four holes when he opened up with 3 under and kind of slipped up a bit since then.
MJ in for the birdie. Nicely done.
Yeah, and that's pretty much textbook the way you draw that up there. Landing in that ditch there, you're no more than 15 feet away. That's a 2 every time. And, Cam, although his shot did go B, he wasn't punished. The OB line is pretty close to the basket. That's just going to be a tap in there for his par. And AJ as well is going to get his birdie.
Nice birdie.
And we'll have James come up here and tap in his par. 2 under for the hole. No serious casualties.
Yep.
Moving on to hole 12.
Hole 12, 216-foot par 3, OB short and right, and the gap is about as narrow as you're going to see.
Yeah, I'd have to say this might be one of the most controversial holes on tour.
Yeah.
I mean, this one right here is, so often you see bad shots rewarded and good shots punished. And you have to, the play ideally is a flip up flat putter shot like this.
Yeah, just sit.
Wow. Oh,
Sit.
ace run.
Sit.
And
Save.
Oh,
He
wow.
got saved by the bridge.
And the bridge is not there. He is OB and 30 feet long, looking at a bogey with almost the ideal shot there. I mean, it's so hard to get over this hillside and slow it down without going long. And then, he got the tree there, which is going to keep him safe. However, if he misses that tree, he's hitting that hillside with angle, and it's going to roll.
Yep.
So I really don't know the best way to throw this hole for a consistent result every time.
I saw it parked with a forehand roller yesterday, believe it or not.
Okay, I don't really believe it, but I believe it. And James is going super overstable. That looks like that's his Champ Glow Gator, and he almost aces. And that almost goes OB. I mean,
safe.
And I was just about to say, that's the perfect shot to really commit to it. If you can hammer that overstable mid-range like that and have it hit maybe 15 feet shorter, look, it just doesn't want to slow down. Everything leads towards that creek, which is OB.
Yeah. Fortunate. I mean, it's great to see 4 people inbounds on this hole. Not that the work is over yet. The upshot is still a bit scary.
Yeah, you don't really ever see that. There's one casualty per hole, if not 2 or 3. And
just high from MJ there.
And you can see there's roots right next to the basket on the right. You can lay up and have your disc roll OB.
Yeah. Great putt from James.
Outside the circle step putt. Look at that focus there. He knows he needed that to get things going again.
Yeah.
And AJ, can you take advantage? Wow, great tee shot. Great break with the bridge post there.
Look at the bridge. You could slide under it.
Yeah.
So he hit it just right. He hit it in the air.
He either hit the bridge or he hit one of the posts.
Yeah,
whatever he hit something, because it was certainly going to slide OB. Great connection from AJ, who has now gone birdie on the first 2 of the Turkey Gulch.
That's nice.
It's not Turkey Gulch for him right now.
Not at all.
Not really for any of these guys.
Not yet. Looks good. I need to take lessons from these guys. 2 birdies, 2 pars yet again.
And this whole sacrifice is a triple, double, and 8 bogeys on it. So you never know what you're going to get on hole 12.
Hole 13, 231 foot par 3. The ditch and short is OB. You actually kind of have to fly over OB almost as you come through the narrowest part of the gap. This is a tough one because if you hit a root, or I've even seen people hit chains and basket and end up out of bounds. So you don't really even want to hit the basket. You just want it to settle in there on slight hyzer with a putter and don't hit anything. It's
such a straightforward little throw with so many small intricacies that make this hole so difficult. If you can commit to that putter line like that with AJ, there's really not much chance for it to do anything besides settle like that.
Yeah, long putt though. For this green, that's a scary putt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, ideally you just want to throw something just a little bit of bite hyzer at the end of it and just have it nestle up to the left, just like James is doing right there.
Perfect.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that one, and that's no stress-free birdie is pretty awesome on this one.
MJ's a little inside, but I think he's all right.
Catch that last tree, no worries there.
No roll, that's good.
And Cam is, I would put him on throwing an ace run here, just knowing the way that he throws these kinds of shots, and not quite an ace run.
Perfect though.
But yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. And looks like our league card, if AJ can tap in his birdie, is going to score very well on Turkey Gulch.
Yeah, they are.
It'll be 8 under if AJ can make this putt.
8 under and no bogeys.
8 under, no bogeys on these 3 holes.
That's how you'd like to see 200-foot holes play.
But. And just really only one casualty with Cam's OB shot, but he made his par putt. And
pretty fantastic.
Yeah, well done. I mean, those 3 can be, when you play them well, you're like, yeah, what's the problem here? I don't see the problem. But you could go 4-5-5 in no time.
Yep.
And just be like, what happened? And
and
just be dizzy.
Yep. All birdies, really well done. AJ, look at him, -5 for the round. Hole 14, par 4, 714 feet. You have the option of 2 fairways early. You can take a backhand turnover on the right, or perhaps a forehand or left-handed hyzer down the left. Then the second shot is very well guarded, up over the hill, playing blind to a newly lengthened pin. Really, really tough.
Yeah, this is the second hardest hole in the course. I mean, it's averaging 4.29, almost a third of a stroke above par. Very difficult tee shot here. To get position before, all you really had to do was get across the ditch. Now you have to get across the ditch by 150 to 200 feet. Maybe not 200, but you have to really crush it over that ditch to be in position to get your birdie. And the play is this backhand and hyzer. That left-handed hyzer route is there, but it really doesn't set you up in position to get your birdie. Whereas this play right here where James is up at the top of the hill, that is a smash. I mean, I'm surprised it held that angle even after hitting that foliage, and he's going to be in a good position there.
Yeah, that was very nice. MJ needs this to keep turning.
If this hyzer's out, it's not going to be as ideal as he'd like it to be. And
honestly, though, there's a pretty wide gap over there.
Okay. And Cam is going with that same turnover driver route, and he's put a really good move on this as well, and catches that last skinny tree, unfortunately.
He's over the ditch, though.
Yeah, that's a huge advantage. Being short of it takes... Really, there's no possible way from where AJ is to do anything better than a 4. And 4 is going to be really difficult from there. He's still easily at 250 feet out, I feel like, and a lot of trees in the way.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, God. And that is kicked so far, he is going out of bounds. Maybe
that out of bounds is not really in play on this hole. That's a different hole, but that kicked so far. Unbelievable.
That is one of the worst double kick breaks I've ever seen, maybe.
That was bad.
And Cam is, way up there. He's going to be looking at a birdie putt from inside 40.
Yeah.
Incredible.
James with a big drive.
With a putter approach, pretty insane. And look at this.
This is looking great. Whoa, long?
Is he? Oh, wow. He is way long. Wow. I was expecting the camera to pan left and see the basket there, but wow, he is outdriven the hole somehow in 2.
MJ can't even go for the pin from down there.
Wow. I mean, there's no routes from up there. He's going to have to settle for a 5?
I think maybe
6.
6.
Yeah, 6. And that is not what AJ was looking for.
What would you say if I told you that yesterday my group was one Lance Brown 40-footer away from a star frame here?
I don't know what to think of that.
It was crazy.
That's insane. This hole is so incredibly difficult.
We almost star framed it. Lance had about that putt that Cam just had there. Everyone else was closer.
And James has got very, very little look. He's going to have to go nose up.
Wow.
Oh, my
Don't roll.
goodness. What an incredible effort there from James. Man, with that much of a commitment, with that nose up lift, he really should have been paid off there.
AJ, huge par putt, and he is psyched.
Yeah. Whenever he makes a big putt, he always shows a lot of animation.
Look at this punch.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, take that, ground. It's my birthday. You're going to go in.
Awesome, AJ.
And MJ, unfortunately, is going to have to walk away with a double bogey. James, after playing 2 fantastic shots, really the second one, I don't think you ever expect to be 50 long on this hole.
No, not at all.
With the length and pin here, it's just so rare to see anyone even get to the pin, much less outdrive it. And Cam's going to settle for his par as well. And moving on to hole 15.
Hole 15 is a shorter par 4 at 540 feet. You're going downhill initially, and then the ditch crosses the fairway, and both sides of the ditch are actually inbounds on this hole, but it's very difficult to clear the ditch off the tee. It's a hyper-aggressive play if you go for it. Most people are going to play for just short of the ditch and then try to make a technical upshot, get up here on this slanted green.
Yeah, it's 540, and you kind of go downhill and then back uphill, but the pin is actually about level from the tee, and we've seen many people go for this shot in the past. Many people
likely out of bounds.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate break there. And we've got our 2017 Golden Rake winner from the USCGC spotting this hole, Tom from Charlotte.
This is on hole 16, but go ahead. That is inbounds, but it is
way left. Way left. And Cam looks like he is
overturned.
Overturned it. I believe that was a shot where he was trying to get across the ditch. I mean,
oh yeah, it's in an okay place actually.
And MJ's laying up here with doing a jawbreaker banger.
Oh,
he's kicked left, and he's getting the green flag from Tom there, fortunately. But AJ, not so fortunate, going to have to throw some sort of flip-up shot through this gap. He's turned it over more than he'd like, but he got away with it.
Hitting that tree could be a double OB really quick, and that is fantastic in the end. He's put the perfect weight on that shot.
Don't know if he missed his line or not. Doesn't matter now. He is up there putting for his par.
Here's James on a totally different fairway.
Wow.
And that is a crush.
Wow. And that should be a jump putt approach for his par.
For his birdie.
Well, yeah. I don't think he's...
Oh, yeah, the approach, yeah.
Yes, yeah, okay. If he gets it, yeah. If he makes that, it will be a birdie. You're right. And MJ is going to have a lengthy putt for birdie as well. And Cam right up there by that bridge, right where you'd like to be.
Yeah, that's perfect. Whoa. Ripped it a little bit. Here we've got James.
All right. Make this.
For an insane birdie. Whew.
Just a bit short left. But par from being that far left off the tee is incredible. I mean, you can just see the forest there. It's dense.
Nice putt from MJ.
And that's what we've seen lately from him. He's been making putts from that range, no problem.
AJ with a huge par save.
Ooh! Look at that. They say it's your birthday. I won't sing again, I'm sorry. I will never do it again.
Whoa.
Cam. He's a fast player, but he rushed that one a bit too much. I can say I'm guilty of that myself sometimes. And James will tap in for his par. That's a frustrating par to take for Cam. Really perfect tee shot and a ideal second shot as well. Just
a
bit too fast. And you can see that's his routine. He sets the mini down, targets his spot, hits it.
Yep. Hole 16, downhill par 3, moving right, 285 feet. Either a turnover putter or a forehand here, I think, would be the play. Thing you have to be careful of on the turnover is catching these last trees on the right can easily kick you OB if you have backhand spin on the disc.
And this hole is one of the most ace holes on the course. It just sets up for a nice little forehand dump shot down there, and there's no reason to not run it because you have the uphill banked behind the basket, and MJ has caught that little slide and gone OB with his turnover. I don't think we're gonna see any forehands. This is so strange nowadays on league cards. I mean, the game has changed so much over the years, and these players are pretty traditional. Look at this! No!
That turnover is so tough.
Wow, and that's a huge advantage, and that's kind of why you see why having the forehand backhand combo is so crucial here. I mean, those were pretty well executed shots. It's just a little bit of angle, but that slope means so much coming with the spin. You see James a little bit more turn, a little bit safer, at a great tree kick. But had that not hit that tree, he still would have been landing pretty soft. See if Cam can learn from MJ and AJ's mistakes. And he's kind of got
a nice shot.
Yeah, it's a nice shot there. But it's so rare that you don't see at least one forehand predominant player, or at least somebody who likes to go with that.
Yeah, on this hole.
Doing a little whirly dervish there. I'm just not going to be happy with the bogey on this one. This is the second easiest hole in the course.
Yeah.
AJ doesn't draw metal.
Easy birdie for James.
Easy birdie for Cam as well. And unfortunately, easy bogeys for MJ and AJ.
Yeah, birdies and bogeys.
Not a good hole if you have an acronym for a name.
No.
Or initials. I should say initials.
You can get away with it.
Yeah,
I think initials is best.
Yeah. Going to move on here to one of the hardest holes we're really ever going to play.
Yeah. Hole 17, par 4, 588, super narrow gap. And though there is no sign, oh no, it might have been there.
It was there.
There's a Mando tree on the right side, so you have to go right up the middle off the tee. You have to drive the disc what feels like 400 feet to get to where you can make a play to the basket.
I'd say no less than 430 even to get to. I mean, it's so hard to throw 400 feet because you're going straight up a hill.
And through the narrowest gap.
And wow, that is a beautiful shot from James. Turnover just a bit too much.
It's a crush.
He's still in the middle, though. However, if you're short of the line to get to the pin, the angle is almost impossible.
Yep.
And Cam has caught that last tree that he needed to narrowly miss to get where he'd like to be. MJ with that Undertaker has not quite turned it over enough. He's made it past the mandatory tree, but kicked to the right. Anything right is just absolute death. And I think we may have missed AJ's tee shot there. Be interested to see where he landed.
Yeah.
Cam is outdriven the landing zone for the second shot. He should have some sort of putter hyzer or something.
I would think he'll be okay for par.
MJ just playing a position shot.
He's going hyzer through the back door, kind of.
Oh, he made the mandatory. Okay. Yeah, and that's a common play. That's why they added that mandatory to go left, because players were going up 16's fairway in reverse. And
Fantastic.
AJ has thrown an incredible shot. He must have had a nice drive. You really can't even get tricky with his approach unless you throw a perfect drive. And that's a really nice shot from James as well.
Wow. Give me some stats on this hole.
Well, stats are coming. This is, like I said, this is the second hardest hole. Actually, no, this is the hardest hole
That makes
on
sense.
the course. Only 11 birdies all day. Scoring average is 4.35. There were 2 triples, 4 double bogeys, and 19 bogeys. It was just a really difficult hole. I mean, conditions were pretty much perfect. No wind to speak of.
No wind, yeah.
And I don't know. If we're going to go with feelings, James makes that. That's a good feeling. Great birdie. If we're going to go with my feelings on the hole, I think the short tee that we were playing previously was a very difficult challenge.
It was.
And the hole went from the 5th easiest, however.
So mission accomplished.
3.54 average to a 4.35 average. So a huge change in the 2 tees.
Yeah.
So
maybe split the difference on the tees.
Somehow. I don't know. Maybe lose the mandatory. I don't know how much that adds to it. But
oh, no. Cam.
And Cam has dropped another short putt.
I think maybe if you can just get the average closer to par, maybe put the tee halfway in between where the 2 existing tees are.
Yeah, I don't know.
That might get your average right there around par where you're shooting for.
There's nothing wrong with having a very difficult hole, but it's an exceedingly difficult hole for sure.
Hole 18, we finish with a par 5, 726 feet. Starts out downhill, finishes way uphill. You're going to be going straight as you can, as far as you can off the tee. And then there's really, if you get way up there, there's an option to make an eagle bid with a kind of a flex shot. But most players are going to just kind of play up into this landing zone, hopefully kind of jump putt their way up to the pin and make birdie.
It's so difficult to go for the eagle in 2 just because no matter where you go off the tee, no matter how far you throw it, you're going to have a very uphill sloped run up.
Yep.
And wow, if he kept that in the
so
fairway,
far.
That would have been the longest shot I'd ever seen on this hole. Just caught some trees, put him back in the fairway. Great spot to be.
Oh, boy.
AJ is going to be across the ditch. He's going to be safe. But yeah, that's the other play. So you saw the straight play from James, the hyzer play from AJ, and MJ is going to go with this straight, late turn. Wow, what a fantastic drive there. No doubt about that. Right down the middle of the whole way. That could be the farthest drive I've ever seen on this hole.
Look how small they look down there on the tee.
And Cam, again, that just had no chance to not hit that tree.
Oh, and out of bounds, too.
Worst possible kick. I think we had a little Madison Walker sighting there at the bottom of the ditch.
One of the littlest Madison Walkers I've ever seen.
Just their head sticking above the hill. And Cam's going to have to just take his medicine, put it up to the top of the hill, and hopefully salvage his 5. AJ would like to maybe have a chance to get his birdie. It's going to take a heroic 3rd shot for him to get up to the green.
That's well done by James.
That's really the play. You want to get your 2nd shot somewhere in that little hillside.
Mm-hmm.
Leave you about 230 to 260 maybe.
Yeah, with a pretty wide fairway if you're in a good spot. This needs to hyzer and hyzer quick. There you go. Not quite.
Back into the bumble.
Bumbling.
Rumbling. MJ is in position to attack this. Not that much of a sloped up shot.
That's his drive right there?
And look at this. He is pin high, about 37 feet or so for his eagle.
That's a massive drive.
Never ever seen anyone that far.
Cam takes a bad kick there.
And it looks like he is going to be looking at a bogey here.
This is James approaching to try to set up a birdie. And this is looking pretty good.
A little bit closer than MJ's shot. Should be fine there.
Cam's par bid. Can't really run it.
And AJ, a long way away for his birdie. This would be a fantastic way to finish his birthday round. And chains out! Oh, and he can't believe it. Such a good bid there. And here's the eagle putt.
MJ 4 eagle.
No doubt about it.
Huge
Wow,
finish.
what a way to finish. One of 3 eagles on the day. Shout out to Grady Shue, who keeps doing things that are worth noting. And our amateur world champion from Rock Hill, AJ Carey.
That's a North Carolina trio.
Yeah, that's getting it done.
James in for birdie.
Squeaks it in, 8-ball corner pocket there.
MJ's back there signing autographs in his own little book.
Yeah, MJ likes to keep his own scores in a book. He's been doing it for a long time. One of the traditions that he likes to always do. He keeps his own score. Never get your score wrong if you keep your own score all the time.
Sure.
And AJ is going to finish his last competitive shot on his birthday, walking off the course. Well played round from AJ. 5 under 63. James with a 62, MJ with a 64, and Cam with a 65. And here's the leaderboard. And look at that.
Tie at the top. 4 players at 22 under, 2 more at 21. Simon Lizotte shooting 11 under 57. Insane round.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you to the PDGA and Innova Champion Discs. Thank you to Dave Fancy Clancy for the stats, making us look smart out here. And we will catch you guys for the final round again from WR Jackson. Goodbye, AJ. Hope to see you again soon.
I can't wait. Last round, 4 tie to top. It's going to be really exciting. Make sure you tune in to the last round of the 2017 Disc Golf Hall of Fame Classic.